And these four are required to assemble one electrical plus mechanical system, which is shown in figure. Tire is connected with the shaft, and shaft is again connected with the electrical motor, and the connected to battery again. And case one, when the battery power is connected, so it will going to power the motor, and it will be rotate the tire through the coupling which is connected to the shaft of motor and the tire. Now power flow will rotate in anti-clockwise direction, which is shown. The total assembly is installed in a one vehicle, and this assembly is carrying a on load, that is kg1 T1, and car have passenger load T2, and car has moving energy or kinetic energy T3. So total energy is generated T1 plus T2 plus T3 in a motoring mode. So now effective energy stored in a vehicle during running, it can be calculated by this way. So this is the assembling system. So whatever energy stored due to the on load and the acceleration energy, which we have discussed in previous, so it will be going to generate the additional energy through the motor, that is called electrical acceleration. So that energy is going to added, so it will be called E, total energy. So now source is disconnected when the power supply is connected. So energy was stored E, that is disconnected. It means mechanical clutch is applied. So the energy is produced reversely. So it will be act as a generator. So you can see in figure, motor will work as a generator, and electrical power is generated through the motor. So still is armature running because the energy returned back over to the motor during the E energy stored in the previous motoring mode. So now what is freewheeling? So this is the case in a previous, that motor was rotated due to the on load, and the motor is act as a generator due to the reverse power flow through the weight. So car having the own energy plus passenger gravity, that is called freewheeling. Now coming to next topic, why motor is stopped. So this is again in the assembly that it was connected with the motor. So when it is disconnected, whatever back EMF is generated through the armature, it is connected to the battery. So power is reversed to the battery, and reduction in back EMF will going to stop the motor. The equation is written where N speed is equal to Vt terminal voltage minus armature current multiplied by armature resistance. So battery, it is in charging mode. So terminal voltage will consider as a zero voltage. So increasing in resistance offered by the battery, that will be going to stop the motor. So sometimes this power is also fed to the field winding, and this is why the energy stop the motor. Now next is dynamic braking for separately excited. So figure is shown there. You can see in right hand corner. Now this circuit is connected to the battery field winding voltage as circuit shown. Now powering the circuit, so it will going to rotate, as we know that powering the motor will going to rotate the tire. Now the armature is connected with the resistance, positive and the negative terminals. So armature current will going to flow through the resistance. It is called braking resistance, and this current is depend upon the value of resistance which is connected to the armature. So current passing through the resistance through the energy stored in previous case. So this way the energy becomes zero, so it's going to stop the motor. In this method, the disadvantage is the when resistance is connected and current passing, it will create the heat loss and loss is equal to heat loss plus I square R losses into the armature. Next is plugging braking for separately excited DC motor. So figure is again shown there. This is theory. So again for that, according to circuit, field winding and armature winding voltage is connected, powering this. So this is going to rotate by this way, and this is only one mode, that is called motoring mode. And to stop this motor, we need to reverse the armature winding voltage, so that you can see that the connection is reversed so that your motor can stop, and red mark is shows the reverse connection of voltage supply in the circuit also. So this way the braking motor is happened because of reverse connection in the armature winding. So this is the applications of regenerative power, and you can use that power into the battery, electrical cranes, hoist motor, traction system, lift, and many more application is required regenerative power to store somewhere else. Now this is the comparison of electrical braking, finally regenerative braking, dynamic, and the plugging braking. This is the advantage of all brakings, and we can see that the advantage and disadvantages are available according to the different type of methods. So from this advantage and disadvantage, we have concluded that regenerative braking, it is somehow slow method. We can see because it is a momentary purpose, we cannot get continuous value, and dynamic is time variable due to the resistance, and the plugging braking, it is a fast braking because the direct voltage is reversed to the circuit. Thank you everyone. Please like and
Vidya ma'am?
Hello, yes,
It's
sir.
finished, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, please copy this diagram.
I think it's also explained in that video. This motoring mode,
Yes.
generating mode, and all. They have already explained there itself, ma'am.
So from this, we are going to discuss about the multi-quadrant operation.
Guys, did you understand the braking? The help of that video, can you relate with the applications? Guys, did you understand the concept of braking? Yes, sir.
So once you copy, let me know, and then I will discuss about the multi-quadrant operation. Again, it is all based on the motoring and starting and braking. The same I have talked about in the starting of DC motor and stopping of DC motor. The same concept I am going to recall. This is one topic I left in the module 2. If I completed, I'm going to start revision of the module 2. Please copy neatly, and then there is a very important question.
Yes, please all make note of it. It is an important question.
Yes. Have you all copied? Yes. Have you all? Yes. Okay. Multi-quadrant operation. Before that, we know that motor can operate in both motoring and braking region. If motoring region, the motor lattice motor only, here the electrical energy is converted to mechanical energy. In braking region, it will be run as a generator, which gives mechanical energy is converted to electrical energy. So it will be done on both motoring and braking region. Apart from that, it will be run both on forward braking and forward motoring and reverse braking also. This is a 4-quadrant operation. A motor, a machine which can run for all the quadrant. So now I'm going to talk about with one example of hoist. A counterweight is connected to the loaded cage with the hoist. Here, with the example, I can explain how the forward motoring and forward braking will be occurred. So normally, in all the motor will be run at a forward motoring region, which is we are getting a speed and power will be in positive. In all the cases, we could see this type of example only. So what will that? For example, sir, his board is visible? Sir?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible, ma'am.
But here some problem in PC. Now, sir?
Not visible, ma'am.
One second,
It is not visible, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is stuck, I think.
System is restarting, sir. There is a
It's stuck.
problem in system. One
It is
second,
stuck.
sir. So the loaded weight is connected to the hoist, and then the one end is connected with the cage, and another rope is connected
No,
with the
Vidya, ma'am,
counter.
it is not
Yes, sir.
shown, ma'am. Video is not clear, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
I told the system is restarting, sir. It takes
Okay,
2
okay,
minutes
okay.
to go.
Okay, ma'am.
So
Now
now
it's
it is visible.
now it's clear. Now it's clear, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Guys, it is clear only, no?
Yes.
Guys, please unmute and answer me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, da.
Okay.
Carry on.
Sir,
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
sir.
Okay. So I have took the load with respect to I have connected hoist with the two end of rope. The one end is connected to the counterweight, and then another one is connected to the loaded cage. I'm going to check for first quadrant and fourth quadrant with the help of the loaded cage. That's why I have added a triangular here. If you check this diagram, you could see an empty cage and then a loaded cage. The quadrant of 2 and 3 will be done on the empty cage, and then 1 and 2 it will be done on the loaded cage. So what will happen if I am upwarding, I am increasing, or I am lifting the loaded cage in the upward direction? What will happen? My torque and then speed will be in same direction, and then load torque which will be in the opposite direction. I'm repeating once again. It is normal motoring region. If all the motors will be run in the forward motoring region only, which means I'm getting a speed and power in terms of positive. So if normally all the value we are getting in the experiment result and then lab, that is all comes under the first quadrant, which means we won't bother about the negative terms. It gives only the positive terms. So here what will happen if I am lifting the loaded cage in the upwards, my loaded torque will be in opposite direction to the normal torque, and then speed and then torque will be in same direction. For this condition, I am getting a speed and power in the positive direction. Already told, this is the normal motoring region. If I am downing, if I am lifting down to the loaded cage, what will happen? I have to suppose to choose the counterweight should be less, but if some external support, I am lifting down to the loaded cage. In this condition, what will happen? My speed will be in reverse direction. Have you all got my point what I'm saying? See, normally I'm lifting up, which means I'm giving the load. It started to upward movement. The counterweight will come to down. So it started to increasing or upwarding. So for this condition, my torque and speed will be the same direction. So I'm getting a power in the same direction. But here, I'm lifting down to the loaded cage. For this condition, my speed will be in reverse manner. So what will happen? My speed and power will be in negative direction, means I used to say is it's reverse braking. So normally we are giving a power in the negative direction, that is called braking. But here I am getting my speed and power will be in negative direction. So this is called forward braking, reverse braking region for the loaded cage. The same I could apply the both condition, the direction will be in counterclockwise direction. Here I'm applying a empty cage. Now I am increasing my empty cage to the upwards. So we need an additional torque, that is called braking torque. So this is called forward braking region. So we cannot simply empty cage will not come to the upwards because it's the empty cage. Yes. So what will happen? We need to give some additional support, braking torque in the clockwise direction. So this is called forward braking region. In this region, my speed will be positive and then power will be negative. So always whenever the power will be negative, I used to say is a braking region. Here the speed will be in positive. So that is called forward braking region. Here check it. In the fourth quadrant, my speed and power will be negative. That's why I used to say is a reverse braking region. The same, the empty cage, I'm going to lowering up. So what will happen? I'm getting power is with respect to positive, but speed is negative. So whenever I'm lowering the cage, if it is loaded or unloaded, that time my speed will be reversing. Check that the both condition, if I'm lifting up, the speed will be in positive. If I'm lifting down, the speed will be in negative. So what is that? So whenever I'm doing this type of that, I'm getting a negative speed. So followed by lifting down is very simple because it is empty cage. We can easily down that. So the power will be in positive manner only. So for this, if it is power is positive, I used to say is a motoring region. So speed is negative. So it is reverse motoring region. So if you know the concept, if speed and power is positive, that is called a motoring region. If power is negative, that is called braking region. So check that. If in both conditions, my power is negative. If power is negative, that is called braking region. If power is positive, is motoring region. So in that, 1 and 3, it will be in forward motoring and reverse motoring because here the speed is negative. So since you have to apply the speed direction always. So because if speed is in negative reverse direction, that is called reverse braking. Here speed is positive, that is called forward braking. So this is what we are getting in the multi-quadrant operation. For your example, they have took the loaded cages example. So you can apply another example also, but we have to know the technical thing. When it will become in the reverse direction and then why it is called forward motoring and reverse motoring. This is the thing we have to know. That's why I am indicating, I'm writing separately how it will be deviating, speed and power and all. So this is the concept we have to write in the multi-quadrant operation of electrical drive. Is it clear? Have any doubt? If you have any doubt, let me know.
Yes, did you understand?
Have you all understood or shall I repeat once again?
Can repeat it.
once again, ma'am.
Yes?
Repeat once again, ma'am.
Okay, I will repeat once again. Before that, again, the network connection is lost in the system. So you could not able to see my board. Am I right? Board is not
Board
visible?
is not visible, ma'am.
Yes. Here network connection is lost. Once again, if I connected, I will revise the multi-quadrant cooperation once again.
Voice also breaking, ma'am.
Voice also breaking.
Yeah, voice is not breaking down because voice is connected using separate network.
Yes.
So due to echo problem, we have connected through mobile only. So I think it's not breaking because I'm also listening like you only. Any other students having same problem that you are having voice is not audible to you? I think voice is clear over there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. If you are having problem, please let me know. Having problem, Aravind? Trinatri Aravind, you're having problem?
Yes, sir. Voice break ஆயிட்டே இருக்கு.
Any other?
Still breaking?
Aravind, now it's breaking?
No, sir.
Okay. Now you can see the board. I think yes. Yes?
Yes, it's
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Visible, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm repeating once again the multi-quadrant operation, a machine which can run all the quadrant. The quadrant is nothing but in some cases we are getting a negative direction, a negative torque and a negative speed. So we can able to get all the negative values. So with respect to both speed and power, I can say it's a multi-quadrant operation. For multi-quadrant operation, this is the fourth quadrant. First quadrant is forward motoring, and second quadrant is forward braking, and then the third one is reverse motoring and reverse braking. For first and fourth quadrant, I'm using a loaded cage, and then for second and third quadrant, I'm using the empty cage. So this is the concept. How I'm going to apply means a hoist is covered with a counterweight as well as loaded cage. If I am lifting up the motion, which means the loaded cage will be in upward direction, I'm getting a same concept. Whenever the normal motoring region, the normal fan motor is working for the forward motoring region only. We are getting all things positive. Speed and power in the same positive direction means it is called a forward motoring region. Normally, we won't mention about the forward and reverse, but here we are forwarding, we are upwarding the loaded cage. I mean, giving a load. So load means what will happen? My counterweight automatically comes down, which means it will be comes to up. Once again, whenever I'm giving a load, it will be started to upwarding and it will be started to decreasing. Here, the torque will be we are applying in the counterclockwise direction. So what will happen? My torque and then speed, angular velocity will be the same direction, but load torque is always reverse with respect to my load normal torque. So in this region, I'm getting my speed and power will be in positive direction. The same I'm going to apply for the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, what will happen? The loaded cage will be downwards. I'm going to lifting down. What will happen this time? My speed will be in reverse. So whenever here I'm lifting up, the speed will be positive. I'm lifting down, the speed will be reversing. Am I correct? Have you got my point, what I'm saying? So if I'm doing in the opposite manner, first thing the speed will be reversed. So here I'm upwards, here I'm doing downwards. So what will happen? My speed will be negative. So what will happen? Here when I'm loading and the loaded cage will be in downwards, which means my counterweight will be in upwards. So I'm giving a torque and then speed in the reverse manner. So what is that? I'm getting speed and power in the negative direction. So whenever I'm lifting down, there I can get a power in the negative manner. For the loaded cage, it is not same for all the loaded and empty cage. Depends upon the loading, the power value, the power terms will be varying. But here I'm getting a power in the negative direction because of the loaded cage will be emptied. Sorry, it will be downwards. And then here the same I'm applying with respect to empty cage. So what will happen? Here I'm applying a empty cage, so I'm moving upwards. So there is no problem in this because it's empty cage. It's so easily it's come to the upwards only. So whenever I'm loading condition only, I have to give the load. Then only it started to moving upwards. But here empty cage, so there is no problem. So for this condition, what will happen? My speed will be in positive direction, but since it is an empty cage, my power will be in negative. So this is called my forward braking region. Here, speed is positive, is followed by low torque, but here my normal torque will be reversing. So since it is a reverse direction, so I'm getting a power in the negative direction. The same I'm going to apply for the reverse manner. So whenever I'm doing the reverse manner, the speed, first thing is change the speed. Here speed is positive, but here my speed is negative. So upward means speed is positive and downwards my speed is negative. So F speed is negative, and then while lifting down, we need to give additional braking torque. So what will happen if I'm giving the torque means I'm getting a power is positive. So what is that? If power is positive, already said, Epalam power positive arco, that time I used to say is that is called motoring region. Since it is a speed is negative, depends upon the speed direction, I can say it's a forward and reverse. If speed is negative, that is called reverse motoring region. The same, power is negative, so automatically it's come to the braking region, and then it is speed is negative, so it is called reverse braking region. Here, power is negative braking, and then speed is positive, so it is called forward braking region. This is the multi-quadrant operation. Any doubt in it? Is it clear or not? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then there's an important question. Again, I can expect CA2. So read it. And then if you have any doubt in the... Yes, sir.
In exam, it's a very important. In exam point of view, also it is very important question. In both CA and also in end semester.
And then 12th, you can have another CA2. Yes, I think EDC, you can expect this question. So what are the things you have to read for the module 2? First thing, you have to understand the concept of multi-quadrant. After that, you have to followed by motor characteristics. And then the load torque, active torque and passive load torque, I have talked about in the module first itself. I can talk about the load torque types. It depends upon the speed. The torque is directly proportional to speed and torque is inversely proportional to speed. I have drawn the 4 graphs and then I have explained in the module 1 itself. So you can expect that type of question also. Please check your module 2 QP question and answer. You can see the various type of questions. So from this, you can study the module 2. So the motor characteristics, shunt motor and series motor and then compound motor. And then you have to study the characteristics of the motors. And then coming to the AC motor, single phase induction motor and types. And then single phase induction motor, why it is not self-starting, you have to study. And then 3-phase induction motor and 3-phase induction motor types, squirrel cage and slip ring induction motor. You have to read that also. And then the region, torque, speed characteristics, 3 region, forward, braking, generating, and then plugging region. You have to see the torque speed characteristics also. And then coming to the starting, you have to concentrate on star delta, 3 point, 2 point, 4 point starter as well as star delta, auto transformer starter, and then primary resistance starter. You have to see. And then while coming to the braking, you have to see the 3 type of braking: plugging, regenerative braking, and then what is that? Rheostatic braking. So these are the things comes under module 2. If you have any doubt, ask now itself. And then from tomorrow onwards, I'm stepping towards the module 3. So if you have any doubt, ask itself. If you want to, if I want to teach once again any topic, I will teach in this class. Please, if you have any doubt, let me know. And then you can expect a problem in this module too.
I think Vidya ma'am, I don't know, they are telling. They will have no doubts, ma'am, because while seeing our CA one paper, it is clearly telling that they have having no doubt in EDC subject.
Because they have the question and answers in the Google Assistant, they can easily copy and write in the question paper answer sheet. And then we have posted the module to QP also. They can
Yes,
easily search and write the correct answer in their question paper.
actually, can anyone summarize that? What are the things we have seen in the second module?
Yes, sir.
What are the topics we have discussed, and what are the things we have discussed in second module? Can anyone unmute and answer us? Guys?
Nobody having yes.
Anybody unmute and answer us? No one is ready.
Any doubt? Shall I revise the module 2 or shall I move to the problem? Students, if you have any doubt, I will explain once again, or else I will move to the problem. Yes.
No one is answering.
யாருக்குமே டவுட்டே இல்லை அப்படிதானே? டவுட்டே இல்லையா யாருக்குமே?
எனக்கு தான் டவுட்டா இருக்கு. Guys, you are having no doubts? Doubt or anything you want to repeat once again? Any topics you have not clear?
Anything I want to revise.
Can you know about
in
what are the characteristics of DC motor, AC motor? The construction wise, you are having any doubt? Can you know about what is plugging, what is braking? What are the different types of starters, that is DC starters, and what are the different types of AC starters? What are the things that are having in the starters, both the AC and DC starters? Having any doubt regarding that? See, we have seen what are the things we have discussed in the second module is what is the construction about both the AC and DC motor, and types of AC motor, DC motor, the DC motor, shunt motor, series motor, compound motor, and then the in AC there are two types of motor: synchronous motor, asynchronous motor, and the starters for the particular AC motor and DC motor. In DC motor, 3-point, 4-point, and 2-point starter. In the AC motor, we has seen many starter, that is DOL starter, star delta starter, and the auto transformer starter, rotor resistance starter. And then we see about different types of braking methods in AC motor and DC motor. And then now we are seeing about what are the different types of current, low current operation of the electrical drive. So these are all the things we have discussed on problems. These are all the things we have discussed during the previous classes. If you're having any doubt regarding it, please ask, ma'am. We will repeat once again, or else we will move on to the problem. Right, Vidya ma'am?
Yes, sir. In QP question bank, I have given so many problem. I have thought already. I think I don't recollect. I don't want to recollect them. If you see that question, you can able to answer. I think so. I hope. If you have any doubt, you can ask now itself, because it's 12:10. If somebody, if you can ask for module 2, I will teach once again. And keep on saying, so nobody is responding. So who are not submitted the slip speed? Okay, 17 not submitted, 104, 206, 109, Karthik, Ajay, 103, 116, 122, 126, 130, 32. So many of them not submitting the speed control of slip ring induction motor. 17, almost 17 is not submitted in my class. And then, so what we'll do? Again, 80 not submitted the speed control of the shunt motor in class section A. The same for EDC B section. Again, 70 not submitted. $50 not submitted. What will do? I'm talking with you only. Around the 20 or 35 members is not submitting their manuals. Already we have given so many time, and then I have created a path also, but around 20 or 27 is not submitted. Shall I mark it as 0 for them? Shall I mark it as 0?
Telling that 17 submitted.
I have to give marks by today for unit test and then assignment 1. So many of them not submitted the assignment 1 also. What will happen? Nothing will happen to us. It will be affecting on to you only. I'm asking, shall I mark it as 0 for who now are not submitting the experiment 1 and 2? Shall I mark it as 0? Voice is breaking. Is it clear now? Shall I mark it as 0 for those who are not submitting the first and 2 experiment? Okay, I'll mark it as 0 for those who are not submitting, and then I will mark it as 0 for those who are not write the unit test, as well as those who are not submitted the assignment 1. Later entries, I have given so much time. Many of the later entries not submitted the assignment also, and then we are giving the assignment 2. And while starting a module 3, we can give in the assignment 2 also. So if you all keep on doing this, you cannot able to write the EDC because the internal is very poor. If you want to get a good internal marks, you have to submit the assignment as well as unit test. Yes, sir.
Yeah, here also many of them are not submitted, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In 220, and then 223, 225, 231, 309, 312, 314, 317, 319, 320, 325, 27, 30, and then Karthik, Nishokbalaji, Sanjay, Balaji, they are not submitted in that, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
They are submitted not in the link. The link they have not submitted.
In the link
Sir,
I have
sir,
created the due date.
experimental lab experiment, sir.
லிங்க்ல சப்மிட் பண்ணாம இருக்கீங்கப்பா.
லிங்க்னா சார்
லிங்க்ல போலையா? இல்லையே, உங்களோட மிஸ்டேக் வருதே.
சார் கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல சப்மிட் பண்ணிருக்கு சார்.
கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல லிங்க் கொடுத்திருக்கேன், ஒரு பாத் கிரியேட் பண்ணிருக்கேன். நீ எப்படி இன்டர்னல் CA1 எப்படி எடுத்தீங்களோ அதே மாதிரி உன்னோட எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட்
எல்லாருமே சப்மிட் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க. நான் சொன்ன ரோல் நம்பர் தவிர மிச்சம் இருக்கவங்க எல்லாமே சப்மிட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
மேம் நான் இந்த கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல சப்மிட் பண்ணிருக்கேன் மேம் எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட்.
இந்த கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல
மேம் நான் தனியா சப்மிட் பண்ணி
மேம் நீங்க கொடுத்த லிங்க்ல தான் மேம் சப்மிட் பண்ணிருக்கேன் நானு.
அப்படியா? ஓகே
மேம் நீங்க கொடுத்த லிங்க் முன்னாடியே நான் சப்மிட் பண்ணிட்டேன் மேம்.
நான் தான் இந்த லிங்க்குள்ள போட்டாதான் இன்டர்னல் மார்க் போட முடியும். லேபோட
சார் ரெண்டு ஏதாவது ஒரு கிளாஸ்ல சப்மிட் பண்ணா போதும்ல சார்?
போதும், ஏதோ ஒன்ல சப்மிட் பண்ணா போதும்.
ஏதோ ஒன்னு சப்மிட் பண்ணா
சப்மிட் பண்ண முடியுமா மேம்? அதுல
நான் டியூ டேட் முடிஞ்சு போயிடுச்சு
மேம். நான் என்ன நினைச்சேன்னா சப்மிட் பண்ணாதவங்க அதுல போய் சப்மிட் பண்ணணும்னு நினைச்சிட்டேன் மேம்.
நான் எல்லாத்தையுமே அதுல போடுங்கன்னு சொல்லி தெளிவா தான் சொல்லியிருந்தேன். மார்க்ஸ் எப்படி உனக்கு கொடுக்க முடியும்? மார்க் ஈஸியா கொடுத்துடலாம் தான் அசைன்மெண்ட் லிங்க் கொடுத்து குழுக்குள்ள கொடுத்துருந்தேன் நானு. நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக்கே வந்துருச்சு. அடுத்த எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் நாங்க பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருவோம். இப்படியே பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா நாங்க எந்த ஹெல்ப்பும் பண்ண மாட்டோம், பாத்துக்கோ.
மேம் இந்த இப்போ ஓபன் பண்ணி விட்டுறலாம் மேம்.
அகைனா சார்?
அகைன் ஓபன் பண்ணி விட்டு இன்னைக்கோட லாஸ்ட் மேம். இதுல இல்லைன்னா 0 போட்டுறலாம் மேம்.
Okay, those who are not submitting, those who are submitting outside of the classroom, and then நீ என்ன பண்ணியோ அவங்க எல்லாரும் என்ன பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா within 4 o'clock we have to submit to the assigning. அந்த assigning பண்ண assignment குள்ள தான் போடணும். I have given the title as speed control DC motor and then speed control of slip ring induction motor. There you have to submit. உனக்கு உள்ள போன கிளாஸ் ரூம்குள்ள போனாவே ஸ்பீட் கண்ட்ரோல் ஆஃப் டிசி மோட்டார் அசைன் டு யூன்னு இருக்கும். அதை ஓப்பன் பண்ணி சப்மிட் பண்ணணும். அப்பதான் அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்குவோம். I have changed the due date. Up to 4 o'clock you can submit. Otherwise we won't take that. We will mark it as 0.
நீங்க உள்ள போனீங்கன்னாவே வரும்பா. உள்ள போனீங்கன்னாவே டாபிக்ஸ் கீழே ஸ்பீட் கண்ட்ரோல் 2 இது நாம ஓபன் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. அதுக்குள்ள போய்
இன்னொரு கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல சப்மிட் பண்ணிருக்கேன் சார். டைம்ல சப்மிட் பண்ணிட்டேன் சார்.
சப்மிட் பண்ணா பரவாயில்ல. 2 கிளாஸ்ல ஏதோ ஒரு கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல சப்மிட் பண்ணா ஓகே. சுரேஷ் சார்ல பண்ணாலும் சரி, என்னோடல பண்ணாலும் சரி. பண்ணிருந்தா ஓகே.
பண்ணிருந்தா இங்க வந்திருக்கும்.
இல்ல சார், என்னோட கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல சப்மிட் பண்ணிருக்கான்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க சார்.
ஓகே மேம், செக்
பண்ணி சார். ஓகே மேம், செக் பண்ணிருந்தா ப்ராப்பர் இல்ல. கார்த்திக் லேட் என்ட்ரி, நீ மட்டும் உங்களோட டியூட்டர் கிட்ட இந்த மாதிரி எனக்கு உடம்பு சரியில்லை அப்படி எழுத முடியாதுங்கிறத தெளிவா சொல்லிடு. அப்பதான் உனக்கு மறுபடியும் எப்ப ரீகன்சிடர் பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கறத பார்க்கலாம். So you have to get permission from your tutor or HOD.
ஓகே மேம், டியூட்டர்ட்ட இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிட்டேன் மேம். இன்னைக்கு தான் லெட்டர் கொடுத்துருந்தேன்.
லெட்டர் மாதிரி ஏதாவது கொடுத்தாதான் ஐ கேன் அலோவ். ஏன்னா எல்லாருமே எழுதிட்டு இருக்காங்க. நீ எழுத முடியல அப்படின்னா உனக்கு ஏதாவது ரீசன் இருந்து அதெல்லாம் மார்க்கெல்லாம் கொடுக்கணும்ல. அதனால
லெட்டர் கொடுத்துருக்கேன் மேம்.
ஓகே, அது கிடைச்சிச்சுன்னா எனக்கு ஃபார்வர்ட் பண்ணி விடு.
ஓகே மேம். சார்ட்ட இன்னைக்கு தான் லெட்டர் கொடுத்தேன் மேம்.
ஓகே கார்த்திக்.
Okay.
And then apart from any doubt, all of you? I'm talking with you only.
Ma'am, late submission.
Yes. Late submission.
Experiment late submission பண்ணிருந்தா ரீசப்மிட் பண்ணுமா மேம்?
இல்ல அது டன் லேட்னு வந்திருக்கும், பிரச்சனை இல்ல.
ஓகே மேம்.
சார் இப்ப கூட அந்த லிங்க்ல வந்து லேட் சப்மிட் பண்ணலாம் சார். எப்ப வேணா பண்ணலாம். இப்ப ஓபன் பண்ணி பண்ணட்டும். பண்ணவங்க டன் லேட்னு வரும் சார். அதை நம்ம அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். மார்க் கம்மி பண்ணிக்கலாம். யாரெல்லாம் இப்போ இன்னைக்கு 4 o'clockல வைக்கிறாங்களோ அவங்களுக்குன்னா ஒரு 50 மார்க் கம்மி பண்ணி 50 போடலாம். இல்ல அதுவும் நீ வைக்கல அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு மார்க் கம்மி ஆயிடும்.
நீங்க ஆல்ரெடி ஏதோ ஒரு கிளாஸ் சப்மிட் பண்ணிருந்தீங்கன்னா நாங்க அதுல இருந்து எடுத்துக்குவோம். ஓகேவா? ரெண்டு பக்கமே பண்ணாதவங்களுக்கு you will reduce marks.
ஓகே, நான் ரிப்பீட் பண்றேன். நாளை அடுத்த கிளாஸ்ல கண்டிப்பா செகண்ட் மாடியூல் பத்தி பேச மாட்டேன். I'm moving to the third module. So if you have any doubt, ask now itself. இப்பவே கேட்டுடு. நான் மறுபடியும் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்க மாட்டேன். Again I won't revise the module 2. So எந்த பர்டிகுலர் டாபிக்ல உனக்கு டவுட் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா கேளு, இப்பவே கேட்டுடு. So from 12th onwards, நீ 2 நாள் 3 நாளுக்கு அப்புறம் உனக்கு CA2 ஆரம்பிச்சிரும். I'm keep on repeating. If you have any doubt, கேளு. அந்த டாபிக் நான் மறுபடியும் திருப்பி சொல்லித்தர ரெடியா இருக்கேன். Already it's 12:25. Times is going. உங்களுக்கு யாருக்குமே டவுட்டே இல்லையா? If you have no doubt means why the DC series motor should have started with some load. Answer my question. Why DC series motor should have started with some load?
Again, we want to point out somebody, and we want to mark it absent. Then only you open your mouth. அந்த மாதிரிலாம் பண்ணாதான் வாயவே திறப்பீங்க. அப்படிதானே? ஓகே.
If you not answering this question, I will remove the module 2 QP in the classroom. நீ எப்படி டெஸ்ட் எழுதுற நானும் பார்க்கறேன்.
ஓகே மேம், நம்ம அன்னைக்கு மேல இருந்து போனோம், கீழ இருந்து போலாம்.
எஸ் சார்.
ஓகே. 333 வேல் விக்னேஷ் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுங்க. Well,
why DC series motor should have started with some load? Why?
Yes, answer பண்ணுங்க. Otherwise, we will mark it as absent for the board. தெரியுமா?
I think it's not available, sir. He simply turned on and kept somewhere, I think.
831 absent. Okay, next. Gauri Munaj.
Yes, sir.
Can you answer the question?
Yes, sir.
Why DC motor is started in load? What is the purpose of starting the DC motor in loading condition? Yeah, DC series motor வந்துட்டு லோடோட ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றோம்.
சார் நான் இப்பதான் வெளில போயிட்டு வந்தேன் சார்.
பாத்தியா?
கால் வந்து கட் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
தம்பி இது ஒரு சரி, அப்போ உனக்கு ஆப்சன்ட் பண்ணி வெளியே போயிட்டு வரவங்களுக்கு எதுக்கு பிரசன்ட் போடணும் நம்ம? ஓகேவா? சரி மேம், நெக்ஸ்ட் மூவ் ஆன் டு தி நெக்ஸ்ட்.
Muhammad. What is roll number? Muhammad Nafula.
Okay, I'm absent. அவங்களுக்கு absent.
Prasanna, why DC series motor should have it started with some load?
Ma'am.
Yes. ஏன் DC series motor லோடோட ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும்? Kalai Surya 314.
Prasanna
Kalai
absent.
Surya. Okay, sir. Kalai Surya 314 is turned on video but showing something. Kalai Surya.
Kalai Surya.
He's turned on his video, sir.
It shows somewhere else. நான் வீட் நேச்சரை காமிச்சிருக்காருன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Kalai Surya answer தெரியாதா?
Anybody?
Absent. Parthasarathi rotate at dangerously high speed.
If there is no load, the armature current will be less, sir.
There is no load? Somebody talked.
Sanjay is talking.
If there is no load, the armature current will be less, sir.
Is it so? If there is no load, armature current is?
Very less.
Very less. Now, what is the torque equation of the series motor? What is the torque equation of DC series motor? T is directly proportional to IA squared. So, with no load, the armature current will be normally at the time of starting, the armature current twice the time of the starting current. So, in order that, we have to go with the, what is that? Even though if I am giving a 2-point starter, the machine has high torque. So because of the IA square, in order that we are giving some load, if I'm giving the load means the speed will be less. So normally without load, if I'm turn on the series motor means it will be run at a dangerously high speed. In order to avoid that, I have to start with some load. So if I'm giving the load means the speed will be minimized at the time of starting. Because here the field and the armature is connected in series, so the current armature current is twice the time of the starting current. So in order that we are getting a high speed and then high torque. So for this condition only, the series motor was used for the elevators and then trains and then lifts and all, because it produces high speed and high torque. So for the condition, in olden days, before the trains and elevators,
Ma'am, Vidya ma'am, voice is
is moved to the three-phase induction motor because of
Vidya
the
ma'am.
power electronics component, with the help of the power electronics components,
Vidya ma'am.
induction motors are the
Vidya ma'am.
Wait, what purpose are these?
Ma'am, Vidya ma'am.
Is his voice is breaking still?
Ma'am, voice is not audible. I think now it's audible.
Is my voice audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think there is some issues in my mobile. So in order that we have to start with some low DC series motor. So the application of DC series motor is lifts, conveyors, elevators, and then trains. There you can use the DC series motor because of the high torque and high speed range. You can use the series motor in lifts and trains. And then coming to the shunt motor, it's a constant speed motor. You can use for the constant speed application only. Yes? And then while coming to the slip ring and squirrel cage induction motor, which is best compared to slip ring and squirrel cage induction motor, which type of motor we can use for the high power application? Anybody? I think I'm wasting my time by explaining these things and then I'm making a question of it. I think nobody is ready to answer. I'm asking, compared to slip ring and squirrel cage induction motor, which motor I can use for the high speed application, high power application, which is best? Have you all got my question, what I'm asking? Slip ring use பண்ணுவோமா squirrel cage யூஸ் பண்ணுவோமாப்பா தமிழ்ல கேக்குறோம் உங்ககிட்ட எது பெஸ்ட் slip ring பெஸ்டா squirrel cage பெஸ்டா நம்மளுக்கு ஸ்லிப் ரிங்னா என்னன்னு தெரியாது squirrel cage எந்த இதுல வருதுன்னு தெரியாது slip ring and squirrel cage whether it is AC or DC motor answer first this question and then I can move with the another question whether it is AC motor or DC motor DC motor. Perfectly wrong answer. Slip ring and squirrel cage induction motor is DC motor. Is it so? Chandru, Madhyarasan. என்னங்க சார் ஸ்லிப் ரிங் ஸ்குரில் கேஜ் மோட்டார் கேட்டா டிசி மோட்டார்ங்கறாங்க
அதான் மேடம் என்ன டைப் ஆஃப் மோட்டார்னே தெரியல அப்படின்னா அப்புறம் எதுக்கு இந்த இப்போ இவ்வளவு நடத்தணும்னு எனக்கு தெரியல ஏமா டிசி மோட்டராமா ஸ்லிப் ரிங் இண்டக்ஷன் மோட்டர் வந்து டிசி மோட்டரா
ஏசி மோட்டார் அதான் நான் டிசி இல்லைங்கன்னா ஏசி தானே வரும் ஏசில அது என்ன டைப்? 3 ஃபேஸா சிங்கிள் ஃபேஸா?
என்ன டைப் இருக்கு சொல்லுங்க. இந்த மாதிரி இருந்துட்டு திருப்பி வந்து எக்ஸாம் எப்படி இருந்தாலும் மேக்ஸிமம் எழுதுற மாதிரிதான் இருக்கு எப்போது எக்ஸாம். சரியா? இங்க வந்து இப்ப இப்ப என்ன வேணா பண்ணிக்கலாம், பார்த்து கூகுள் குரோமோ டேப் ஓபன் பண்ணிட்டு என்ன வேணா எழுதிக்கலாம். அங்க வரப்போ வந்துட்டு கண்டிப்பா ப்ராப்ளம் தான் ஆக போகுது. சரியா? அதை மனசுல வச்சுக்கோங்க. டைப் தெரியாம பேசிக் திங்ஸ் தெரியாம வந்துட்டு சப்ஜெக்டை வந்துட்டு சும்மா டேர்ன் ஆன வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணாம ஜஸ்ட் ஆன் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டு வேற வேலையை பார்க்கறது, வெளியே போயிட்டு வர்றது, இப்படி எல்லாம் இருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா திருப்பி நீங்க வர்றப்ப உங்களுக்கு ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது. கண்டிப்பா எக்ஸாம் வந்து போன தடவை மாதிரிலாம் இருக்க போறதுல எழுதத்தான் போறீங்க. சரியா? Government had taken severe steps to opening the schools and colleges. Probably by next month it will be open. ஸோ வந்தோடனே உங்களுக்கு தேர்ட் மாடியூல் முடிச்சோடனே எக்ஸாம் வைக்க தான் போறாங்க, எழுததான் போறீங்க. அந்த டைம்ல வந்துட்டு இந்த மாதிரி இருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பா அஃபெக்ட் ஆக போறது நீங்க தான். சரியா? என்னன்னே தெரியாம வந்து ஜஸ்ட் லைக் தட் உட்காந்து இருக்காதீங்க. எல்லா டைமும் வேஸ்ட். இப்ப
உனக்கு நான் கொஸ்டின் கேட்டேன், அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நீ பேசாம ஒரு டாபிக் தெரியல அப்படின்னு கேட்டிருந்தீங்கன்னா நான் பாட்டு நடத்திருப்பேன்.
அவங்கள பொறுத்த அளவுக்கு மேடம், நீங்க கொஸ்டின் எல்லாம் நம்ம கேட்க கூடாது. டைரக்டா நம்ம ஏதோ நடத்திட்டே இருக்க வேண்டியதா. அவங்க வந்து பாக்குறாங்க பாக்கல அது மாதிரி எதுவுமே நம்ம வந்துட்டு கேட்க கூடாது. சப்மிட் பண்ணக்கூடாது, சப்மிட் பண்றாங்க பண்ணல அதெல்லாம் பார்க்கவே கூடாது. ஜஸ்ட் we are taking class. அவங்க லிசன் பண்ணுவாங்க பண்ணுவாங்க பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. பண்ணிதானே இந்த மாதிரி ஆன்சர் சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க.
ஸ்டில் அந்த கலைசூர்யா வந்து ஏதோ வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணிட்டு அவன் பாட்டுக்கு இங்கே இருக்காங்க சார்.
அவங்க வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணிட்டு உட்காந்துருக்காங்க. கலைசூர்யா இன்னைக்கு டியூட்டர்கிட்ட சொல்லதான் போறோம். வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணிட்டு அவங்க பாட்டுக்கு உட்காந்து அங்க ஏதோ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. கொஸ்டின் கேட்டா சீனரி பார்த்து உட்காந்துருக்கோம். கலைசூர்யா பெட்டர் யூ லீவ் தி மீட்டிங்.
கடைசி வரைக்கும் கத்திட்டு இருந்தாலும் அவன் திரும்பி கூட பார்க்க மாட்டான்.
அதே மாதிரி இன்னொன்னு பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ஸ்டார்டிங்ல வந்துட்டு 45 பேர் 35 பேர் இருந்துட்டு அப்படியே ஒரு 15-20 நிமிஷத்துல வந்து 70 ஆகி அப்புறம் அப்படியே 90 போய் திருப்பி வரப்போ வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா திருப்பி 73-74 வந்து நிக்குது இப்ப அட்டண்டன்ஸ். ஸோ அட் தி டைம் ஆஃப் எண்ட் ஆஃப் தி டைம்ல யாரெல்லாம் இருக்கிறீங்களோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்து எண்ட் வரைக்கும் இருக்கீங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு மட்டும் தான் அட்டண்டன்ஸ். உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. ஒரு டைம் உங்க டியூட்டர்ஸ் வந்து அட்டண்டன்ஸ் டிஸ்பிளே பண்றப்பதான் தெரியும். நாங்க வந்து டைமிங் பார்த்தா கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கோம். அதே மாதிரி இப்ப கொஸ்டின் கேட்காதவனுக்கெல்லாம் சும்மா வந்து போறது எல்லாத்தையும் ஆப்ஷன் போட்டு தான் இருக்கும். கடைசியில லூஸ் ஆக போறது நீங்க தான். அது வேணா தெளிவா தெரியுது. சரியா? நானும் மேம் தான் பேசிக்கணும்.
டவுட் அப்படின்னு கேட்டிருந்தா சொல்லி கொடுத்துருப்பேன் நேரத்துக்கு. நான் மறுபடியும் சொல்றேன், நாளையில இருந்து நான் சார் தான் மாடியூல் 3 எடுப்பாரு. செகண்ட் மாடியூல் பத்தி நான் எதுவுமே பேச போறது இல்லை, நீ தான். ஏன்னா செகண்ட் மாடியூலோட கண்டினியூஷன் தான் தேர்ட் மாடியூல். அவ்வளவுதான். அதுக்கப்புறம் தேர்ட் மாடியூல் சின்ன மாடியூல் தான் முடிஞ்சிடும். இப்படியே பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாது, பாத்துக்கோ. டிசி டைப் பர்மனன்ட் மேட்டர். நீ அட்வான்ஸா போய் நீ நெட்ல சர்ச் பண்ணி சொல்லாத, நான் சொன்னதை மட்டும் சொன்னா போதும். யார் அது? மதியரசன். மதியரசன் அட்வான்ஸ்டா படிக்க தெரியல. டிசி டைப் டிசி மோட்டார் அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம். somebody is unmuting, my voice is echoing. டிசி டைப்ல மூணே டைப் தான். ஷண்ட் மோட்டார், சீரிஸ் மோட்டார், காம்பவுண்ட் மோட்டார். In fact, compound motor is further classified into long shunt, short shunt, cumulative and differential. And then a single phase induction motor, they have classified into 4 types: capacitor start, capacitor run, split phase induction motor and straddle pole induction motor. While coming to the 3-phase induction motor, it is classified into squirrel cage induction motor and then slip ring induction motor. This is the thing we have talked about in the characteristics. Again, coming to the mechanical and electrical characteristics, you have to draw the graph between T and IA, torque versus IA, and torque versus speed, and then armature current versus N. I have set the equation, and then with respect to equation, I have drawn the graphs. The same way for AC, I have talked about the torque slip characteristics, the three region, motoring region, generating region, and then I think I'm removing the Kalai Surya from the meet, sir. So mark it as absent for him. And then what is that? You have to draw the graph between the torque and speed. I already talked about how it will be varying. Depends upon the equation, the graph, you need to mug a bit. If you know the concept, you can draw the graph. Already I've taught in the 2 times in the class. And then while coming to the starting and braking, I have talked about the 3-point starter and 2-point starter. While coming to the DC motor, it is classified 2-point, 3-point, and 4-point starter. Again, based on the types of motor, we can apply 2 and 3-point and 4-point starter. Again, for AC starting, star delta auto transformer starter, and then primary resistance starter, rotor resistance starter, and direct online starter is there. And then coming to the braking, AC braking and DC braking is differ. Yes, I'm applying regenerative and then plugging and then dynamic braking to the DC motor, and then it is differ for the AC motor also. So do not write the both points for AC and DC. While coming to the AC, it will be varying, and while coming to the DC, it will be varying. Construction and everything is varying. Don't repeat. If you study the AC means you cannot simply write for DC. It is differs. So read carefully. So you have to, these are the things you have to read while studying CI2. And then problems, I solved more problem in the class. I think I solved 10 problems in the module 2. So please see that from seeing my problem, you can get 10 marks because I have asked me more problems in the CA2. So I give importance to the problem also. So don't copy from the Google Classroom module 2 QP. So already you have done in the CA1. So don't do this. So from next month, if you are coming to college means you have straight away you are coming to the end semester exam only, as I said. So if you have done this, then you cannot, in the end semester exam, you cannot view the question bank and all. You cannot see it. You have to write your own. So better don't copy it. Try to study all the concepts. Don't mug up. See the concept clearly, and then if you know the concept, if I'm giving a load means the speed will be decreasing. If you know that, you can write. The same way for the armature current and then torque. The three equations I have given already. If you know the formulas, and then you can apply the concept and then you can draw the graphs. The same way for all the starting and braking. If it is braking means my normal graph will come to the reverse direction. That is called braking because I'm going to stop the motor. For this, I'm applying the reverse direction. Yes, sir.
It's not used, ma'am. We are telling it is not going to use for them, ma'am. Because now only we are having 60 members only.
Okay, sir.
They are leaving the meeting now. They don't want to know the things. Yeah, better you wind it up.
Yes, sir. It's 12:45. I'm winding up.
Yes, no, we don't want to, because we are not getting a reply from them. What is the use of taking the class? I don't know what is happening there.
Okay, try to submit the pending who are not submitting the experiment. Submit within 4 o'clock, and then tomorrow we are seeing the next experiment, and from tomorrow onwards we are going to see the module 3. Module 3 is very small module, so we can complete by 2 to 3 weeks. After that, we will discuss about the whole topic, whole EDC only. So try to submit. Thank you.
Thank you.